Right, let us begin with the Times, Paul.
Yeah, UN warning on Gaza as desperation takes hold. So just to provide a little bit of context to this.
There's a country called Israel.
Yeah, we're not going to go that far back for the context. But however, this is how the column starts, by the way. For 2 million people inside Gaza, the outside world no longer existed. So what they're pointing out here is as phone and internet signals went, so did all communication, and therefore we don't know what's going on in there, and they are unable to communicate out, is what the Times are saying. But lest we not forget, and I feel like I need to remind people of this, that there was a ceasefire. And there was a ceasefire until the 7th of October.
This is for the people who are calling for a ceasefire. Before, actually, the IDF, the Israeli Defence Forces, have actually even gone in yet properly.
So I wanted to provide that context because there is a great deal of desperation, I imagine, with inside Gaza now, and it shouldn't come as a shock. Yeah. It is something that, I mean, let's not forget that when Hamas committed this terrorist attack 3 weeks ago, they broke the ceasefire. However, Israel could have flattened Gaza within 24 hours had they chosen to. They have the military might to do so. They haven't done. They've allowed for 3 weeks, and they've said to everybody, get out.
Yeah, which is why when people call for a genocide...
Genocides don't normally come with advance warning of we're about to commit genocide. Yeah. This is not genocide.
Also massive
this
increases,
is an act of war.
Massive increases in population over time as well. But, I mean, Kerry...
Genocide is about intention.
Yeah.
The intention to completely destroy an entire culture would be a genocide. What's going on is horrifying, and it's and sure, the people in Gaza are desperate. They're without water and gas supplies, but there is water and gas in Gaza. We know that because there's been lots of aerial photos of it, and we know there's loads of gas because there's rockets which require gas that are being fired into Israel. But unfortunately, Hamas are not going to share them out. The leaders of Hamas are right now in their 5-star hotels in Qatar.
Yeah.
This was so stupid. I don't like Netanyahu at all. He's not. I don't approve of him. But if he was in a 5-star hotel in some Caribbean country right now, I would absolutely hate him with a vengeance. I think how can you be such a coward to be in a luxury accommodation whilst you're ordering other people to and put them in such incredible danger?
He's probably not in a tent, to be fair.
Well, he'll be in Israel. He'll be in Israel. He'll be in Israel where the fighting is going on, and where if it comes through, it's going to be affected.
The leadership has never cared about the citizens, and arguably the whole point of this is we're going to get to a story in a second, where it just shows the contempt that they have for ordinary Palestinians. So when people are out there marching, supporting Hamas, it's like, I'm pro-Palestinian. Sure. I want them to be free of Hamas.
Absolutely. I'm sure lots of moderate Muslims get this. What we're seeing is the angry side. And what I'd want to say to Muslims, if it's my position to say to anyone anything, but Hamas hates you. Hates you, hates Muslims, hates Palestinians, all of it.
They would not they're a death cult.
They're a death cult. They would not be putting ordinary people in this horrifying, terrifying danger from start to finish, and they did this to do that.
Resources. It's crazy. And also the money, the billions that they've kept for themselves over the years that could have gone to the Palestinian people. Very quickly, there's another story here on the Times. Conflict has accelerated terror threat to Britain. Now, that is obviously a lot more scary for us here in the UK.
Yeah, it brings the war closer to home. Now, I'm not suggesting that we have war in the UK or London, but yesterday afternoon when I had to pop out of the Battle of Ideas to get myself a new charger, I did skirt round the protest.
I walked through it.
And I deliberately skirted round. I didn't have to, but I deliberately did. And I heard people calling for jihad.
Yeah.
And I know that it's been argued in the left-wing press all week that jihad has a number of meanings. But let me tell you, the way they were chanting it, it had one meaning.
They weren't talking about a spiritual struggle.
Or a cuddle.